because we had done this laborier
yes.
method,
Yes.
it's totally different. It's this kind of like, wind chimes and all this. And they lower the lights in the delivery room, and it's all peaceful and quiet.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today is really exciting because it's my birthday, and for my birthday I have asked my parents, this is their gift to me, they're going to film my birth story. So I filmed all of my children's birth stories last year, I think, around their birthdays, and we just didn't get a chance to sit down with them, but today we're doing it. So
Yeah, there we go.
Yep, this is my dad and my mom, and I'm sitting in the middle of them to
Are
ask
you
them
going to
some
tell them how old
questions.
you're going to be?
I am in my 40s now. We'll just leave it there.
Just barely.
Just barely, yes.
And I turned 56 this year. So we had her when I was 15.
Yeah, that's not true. So anyway, my birth story, they've actually told me my birth story many times. I've heard it many times, and it's a fun one. I know they have good memories, and they should be able to come up with a lot of stuff. Have you guys been thinking about it a little?
Yes, I made extensive notes for this.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. How you kind of found out you were pregnant, or the circumstances surrounding that.
Well, do you really want me to go into the circumstances surrounding?
No, in your life.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I want the G-rated version of just what was going on in your life, and did it happen easily, or did it take a while?
Well, it took a while because we had been married, what, 4 or 5 years soon?
No, 2. When we started.
Oh yeah, when we started.
When we thought, okay, now we can handle a baby.
But we then, was another 2 years, wasn't it?
Yes, 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why it's so memorable.
Yeah.
She was a wanted child.
Very
Yes.
wanted.
Yeah, for a while there, we didn't know if we were going to be able to have kids.
No.
Oh yeah, I wondered.
Well,
No,
2
I
years,
meant
you would
no.
wonder.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean no. I meant no, we didn't.
Yeah.
Yes, so
You didn't
anyway,
know.
yes, we did wonder.
And so, yeah, did you have a miscarriage? Or?
I did.
Couple?
It was funny because I actually had 2 false pregnancies. Twice my body told me I was pregnant. I got nauseous. I started gaining weight. All the little details you would normally think of that make you pregnant happened. And I'd do a test and I wasn't pregnant. And it took about 6 weeks every time to start again. And so that happened twice in those 2 years. And then actually you had surgery at one point.
Yes, but let me bring to the record, nothing was wrong with me.
We had a lot of doubts. The doctor told him, you're not shooting blanks, just have fun. We were so uptight about trying to conceive that we just got too nervous, I think.
And that's like the worst advice I've heard for
Is it?
Yeah,
said,
just relax and have fun.
Then what happened was I did get pregnant.
Well, I had a back issue going on, and
You had a surgery. That's a whole
Surgery,
nother.
that's a whole-
nother
oh,
story.
good
But
Lord.
he was in a hospital in Champaign, Urbana.
about 30 miles away.
And I was in Danville, Illinois, and I miscarried. And I actually had to go in and have a D&C.
Yep.
I got out the same day he did. We both ended up in my parents' basement sleeping on a hide-a-bed
Recovering.
for 2 days.
Wow, you guys were a mess.
We were
Yes.
a total mess.
Then, exactly 6 weeks later, I got pregnant again. and
Oh, it was
you
that
were
quick?
conceived.
Oh,
Yes,
Oh,
right
yeah.
away.
Oh,
Okay.
I think when, in retrospect, and they weren't diagnosing it very well back then, I had endometriosis
Oh.
because I had all those symptoms when I hear about people who had it. And that's what happened after the D&C.
Yeah.
Then it made
Yes.
me able to have a baby stick there.
Yes, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when you found out, did you tell Dad right away, or?
I don't remember.
Do you remember telling your family?
I think I got an email.
That's not true.
There were no emails, there were no text messages, there were none of I think I told him everything, so.
Yeah. Do you remember telling your family, like
I
your
think
parents?
there were
Oh yeah.
tests, though.
No,
We could do
I
a home
remember.
test.
Yeah, I remember telling the family, though, both sides, my parents, your parents.
Yes,
Because I was
we-
the first grandchild on both sides.
On both sides, yes. So
But
everybody was excited.
We waited until we were sure because we actually, back then, you did the strip tests at home, but they were never considered very accurate.
So you waited for the
So
doctor.
you waited
Wait for
6
the rabbit
weeks.
to die.
You wait till you miss a period, then you go to the doctor, then you get the
Yes.
blood test, and then it's confirmed that you're
Yeah.
pregnant.
Okay.
That's right.
So you told your families. And
We did, and everybody was so excited because we
Yeah.
were the oldest.
And we're
in
the
both our
first. You
families
were
and
the first. And
Okay, so your pregnancy, was it pretty normal?
Oh, I felt great. I was a little nauseous, but I had nothing like you have. Coffee that I love, all of a sudden I couldn't drink it. It made me
yeah, I
sick.
remember that. I
Oh,
forgot
just
about
the
that.
smell of coffee made me
Yeah, I
sick.
couldn't even have it in the house.
And making a bed, I got that backache that you
Oh, yeah.
complain about. And other than that, man, I decided, since it took me so long to get pregnant, I was going to eat whatever I wanted. I ate candy bars every day because I never let myself eat any of that
Did you eat
stuff.
with her?
No,
Yeah.
no, I've
No.
maintained my girl.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, man.
I just remember looking like a cow. I remember we visited a friend in
beautiful.
Her
Florida.
words, not mine, folks.
Well, those words never came out of his mouth.
Oh, that's
That was
good.
beautiful. We went to visit a friend in Florida, and I loved my maternity bathing suit. I thought I looked really cute, but she was really cute. And I remember sitting on the beach watching everybody else play in the beach, in the water, and I'm thinking, what am I doing here dressed like, I look awful. And I just felt like a tub.
Oh, that's pregnancy.
A whale.
That's just normal.
Yes, I really felt
I mean, that's her word. She used the word whale.
And I'm very short-waisted, so there was no room for that baby to go.
Oh.
It had just went like
And
everywhere.
she kept growing. And growing. And growing.
growing.
You
never-
talk about like getting in the car, how difficult it was
or
at the
towards
end.
the end, that last
Like
month.
you couldn't even sit.
I couldn't sit.
You had to lay
I
in the
couldn't
back.
have sat on the couch like this. I'd have to get up and kneel and stick my stomach in
It
the
was
car.
bad.
Short-waisted problems.
I think it was 2 or 3 days before you were born. We had a church banquet.
Yeah.
And I couldn't sit in the front seat. I had to get in the back seat and kneel on the floor and stick my stomach out.
Oh my goodness. That's rough.
I just thought I'd gained a lot of weight, but
No, the truth was yet to come. So you didn't find out what you were having, right? Or did you?
oh no, they didn't even do
They didn't do
sonograms
that.
unless you were in trouble.
But
Oh,
you know
okay.
what? We did find out with Luke that he was a boy.
We had a friend who was a
He was
Oh.
X-ray, head of X-ray department.
was
So
a sonogram, but they were
Okay.
so new at that
Couldn't
point
tell from
that
He was
even
new.
those guys ran them.
Oh.
And he did one and said, now you I mean, this isn't gospel, but it looks very good that
Okay.
he's a boy.
Oh, okay. And that was just, he's 19 months younger than me only, so.
Yeah.
Right.
But we didn't have that for you because it was fine
No,
the
we
whole
didn't.
pregnancy.
And by the way, need to say now, because we'll come back to it later, that boys are predominant in both of our families. So we figured we were
Yes.
having a boy.
Oh, you assumed. Okay. Did you buy boy clothes even?
No,
No, we didn't do that.
Yeah, okay.
because we really wanted a girl. Because
Oh.
we figured if we had a girl, then it really wouldn't matter from then on if we had boys. At least we had our girl.
Let's fast forward to the birth then, I guess.
Okay, now he probably doesn't remember this.
I do.
No,
I
this
remember
part.
it
This
being
part I'm going to tell
One
you.
of the easiest things we've ever done.
Okay,
I
let's
think it
let
was
mom
like
tell
maybe
her part.
10, 12 minutes. Phew.
We did Lamaze.
Oh gosh, we
Ah.
did
Yeah,
Lamaze.
we did
I
Lamaze.
forgot about that.
I don't even know if you know what Lamaze is, but so the breathing technique. We
So
went
you
to
took the class,
classes.
so-
Pant, pant, blow, blow.
Pant.
Was he obedient in that
Oh,
class?
he made jokes just
oh,
like
that's
this the whole
terrible.
time. It's
When
terrible.
he's uncomfortable, he makes more jokes. It's
Yes.
worse.
And then we did the La Boyer for the birthing,
Yeah.
so we had to study about that, which we'll tell you about.
Weird.
But and our doctor was a family friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
He's actually
Great.
my aunt's father, so he's
Yes.
almost family.
Yeah, he is.
a
man.
very good friend of my
He's-
dad.
He's been our
Mom.
doctor for years. Now he's retired. But
Yeah. So Doc Hensel is
Yeah.
his name. But anyway, I was in bed at night. Your birthday, your due date was the 9th.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Of December, and so you didn't come till the 11th. So I was really uncomfortable, and I remember turning over in bed at night. So I was sleeping because I didn't really remember what time you were born. I don't know, but I was sleeping, and all of a sudden I go, oops, and my water broke.
In the morning of the 11th?
It would have been really late at night. I was already sleeping. So I think we went in around 1 or so, or to midnight. We were like 5 minutes from the hospital.
She woke me up in the middle of the night. I thought I had wet the bed.
I mean, when that happened, I go, oh, something's happening.
Yes.
So then we got in the car and went in.
Did you have contractions right away?
No, I don't remember.
That's
I
common.
don't think you did, Sue.
Your water can break without contractions. It's not common.
When we got to the hospital, at that point, they were letting men in to watch the delivery, so we knew he was going to come in, and the doctor was
Well, we had taken the classes.
Well, that didn't
I was
happen.
certified.
No, that's through the labor, but for the actual delivery.
Oh.
So then, and back then, they did not let you deliver in the same room you labored.
Oh.
That's
They would make you move. They also made you have an enema.
Oh, gosh.
Every time.
Here, let's come in and have a baby. We'll torture you first.
Oh, it was awful, because that's what started the contractions.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
terrible.
awful. It was horrible. And so
How
once
rude.
they started, I mean, my deliveries were like hers. They were very fast. We went in, and I think you were probably born 2.5 hours later or something.
Oh, it was very quick.
It was fast.
Wow.
But also, the part he came in was in Lamaze. They tell you, for the man, they tell the dad what to do. Like, you're supposed to have ice chips for your wife because she can't eat, and her mouth is dry, and she shouldn't be drinking like lots of water. Isn't that silly? They don't do any of that anymore.
Okay, hold on just a second. Oh, he's gonna poop too. Well, I'm here. Might as well.
So the difference when you were born, even from when Dad was born, his mother would tell me that it was all about sterilization. That's why they moved you from the labor room to a delivery room, because they wanted that room sterile when that baby came out. And that's why they gave you an enema. That's why they did all that stuff. It was just like for sterilization. But with Lamaze, they told the dad, you need to bring suckers to give to your wife because she'll get thirsty and hungry, and it'll give her something to suck on. And then they did all the, stare at a spot in the wall and pant, blow, and all that.
Yeah.
And so we were ready. I mean, I'm one of those that you tell me what to do, I'm going to work at it and get it right.
Yeah.
and do it right so I can have the least amount of pain and aggravation that I have to go through. He joked through the whole Lamaze class, of course. So by the time we got there and actually things were happening, you could tell. He won't admit this ever, but it was like, oh man, this is serious. And he'd never seen me.
It was really nervous.
So much like,
yeah, it made me a
oh
little
man,
nervous.
it's like, it does. It makes Dad nervous, I think, to see
Yeah,
so
because
much
it's a
too.
lot of pain, yeah.
We brought our little baggie, we had suckers, and he went and got ice chips and everything. And my labor went so fast that I didn't want a sucker.
You didn't want anything.
I didn't want an ice chip. I just wanted to get this thing over.
No, she didn't even want me in the room, really.
Well, I did if he was quiet, but he's like making jokes, and
I was chewing ice a lot.
he did come over and go.
She didn't want the ice.
So,
I
so
ate
he
the
chewed
sucker,
ice.
and I ate the sucker too. Right?
At one point,
And
I remember at one point going, Jerry, will you stop it? Yeah. And so he goes, crunch, 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 to get that thing out of his mouth.
It was bad.
I remember every
just looked
detail.
at me like,
Oh
my
man,
God.
41 years later.
Yeah, she thought I was the devil incarnate.
Oh, that's
So
funny.
when Doc Hensel came in, he's there and he goes, oh, I think she's ready. And so they moved me on to the
Delivery room.
to the bed. Then you have to go down the hall to the delivery room.
It's a big deal.
And I'm down the hall. The nurses came in later and said, you were so funny because you're going down that hall going, Eve, why did you do it? Because I I knew pain was not the original idea for God, for us. You look at animals, they hardly go through any pain.
Yeah.
But we go through pain, and it's all because of what Eve did. I just had to say something.
It was not Adam's fault.
She's not
Eve's
swearing
fault.
or anything.
Man.
She's yelling
I don't
at
swear.
you.
I don't. Yeah, anyway. I can understand why people swear, but that was my way of swearing. So we get in the delivery room, and honestly, it went so fast, I hardly remember.
But wait.
But they were guessing, in between contractions, they were guessing how big she would be.
Yeah.
And there were guesses like 714, 86, nothing came close. When she was born and they went and weighed her, they came back and go, whoa, no wonder you were so big. She was 9'2". And for a first baby,
that's big.
I mean, they had to do everything to me.
And she had no hair whatsoever on her head.
None. Not for 2 years.
No.
So
we stuck bows to your head.
They didn't have to use forceps or anything, did they?
No.
Or vacuum?
My tore, and I mean all kinds of problems.
Oh.
Yeah.
But wait a second, before you get ahead of yourself.
Yes.
Because we had done this Laboyer method.
Yes.
It's totally different. It's this kind of like, wind chimes and all this. And they lower the lights in the delivery room, and it's all peaceful and quiet. And they have this tub of warm water. So that when the baby is immediately delivered, it goes into this tub and begins to swim the breaststroke or backstroke.
No, it was a backstroke.
Backstroke. And so we're in this room. It's pretty dark, and it was so cool because our doctor, who's a family member, kind of like a friend, and he's also a part of our church. Great guy, real good Christian man. He begins to sing while she's delivering, and sort of like after. This chorus called "He Is My Peace."
Do you remember?
Broken down, every wall, and it gets real quiet. The nurses are looking at him, and it's sort of cool. And Sarah's delivered, and they put her in this water, and she's just floating around. And there was no crying. There was no.
She stopped crying
immediately. It was the weirdest thing.
So they just put my body in the water?
No,
the whole thing.
The whole body, like not your head under, but it was like you're doing the backstroke.
No, they try to drown you before you.
So you're laying. He's got his hand under your head and under your butt.
Yeah.
So the cord's still attached?
No. Yeah, I think it was at that point.
No. No, you had cut the cord and then immediately.
Oh yeah.
So do they put the baby on your belly?
No.
Oh.
No, but soon after that, it was like to calm you.
Just calm the room down. And there's no bright lights like they do now. It was all dim. And, it's sort of like, and they lit a few candles. Or did they? No, they didn't.
No, but you could do anything. We could have picked music to be playing.
Music, yeah.
And we didn't pick any of that.
I know they didn't do it.
Doc Hensel goes, "He is
No,
my
I just said that though.
Yeah, but you think about this.
Yeah.
You sing it.
No, I don't want to sing it.
Yeah, sing it, guys.
No, I don't.
Who has broken down every wall, and the words go, "He is my peace, he is my cast all your cares on him."
Yeah.
For he careth for you.
Yeah.
And that's why she was the calmest baby.
That's right.
I mean,
you should have sang it for Luke too.
We didn't do it for Luke. We didn't do it. I don't know why.
Second child, it all goes out the window.
Anyway, it was a fad at that time. I think it was from France or something. Laboyer.
It's so cool. I always remember them telling me that part and how he went in water and the doctor sang that song.
Yeah, it was really sort of weird.
Well, and we hadn't told him which one to sing. He just picked it.
And then afterward, Doc Hensel, anyhow, is the calmest doctor, surgeon you'll ever want to meet. But afterward, they rolled her out with the baby, as the baby, and rolled her somewhere. And he said, "Hey, Jared, stick around." And he had already delivered the placenta, and he took a scalpel and gave me a whole biology lesson on the placenta and how the blood.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fascinating. I almost turned around and quit the ministry and became a doctor.
That's so cool. I love it when doctors take the time, or midwives or whatever, take the time to show if you're interested.
Yeah, and I was,
that.
so man.
But
so cool.
Afterwards, to me, the 9 months after having her was harder than the pregnancy and everything.
Oh, boy.
Just recovery. I broke my tailbone.
Oh.
I had other butt problems, and then the stitches, and it was terrible. I was sitting in a hot bath for 6 weeks, I think.
So
and
that was.
She was an easy baby. She
Oh,
was
man.
big. We have a picture. Her 1 month picture or something. Jerry. You tell that story about how you took her into the choir. He was a choir director.
Oh yeah. Well, it wasn't 6 weeks even.
No, it was a couple weeks.
It was like
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We went to church.
But because she was 9 too, I was at church, and so I was doing a choir rehearsal or something, getting ready for Christmas, which was just like the next few days. And so I had Sarah with me, and I put her in my hand.
Just kind of
Plopped her upright in my hand, and she just sort of like this, and held her up. All those women in the choir started yelling and screaming at me.
Jerry, hold her neck.
And she wasn't going anywhere. I just held her up in my hand like this.
She was like a blob of blubber.
Yeah, and boom, it was like this, and everybody's
so bad.
yelling at me, and
we'll have to insert a few pictures.
Well, I think I threw that first picture out. You look like a little stuff. I have no idea.
Well, and Mom would try to put like bow in your hair, and there was this little wisp of thing after about a year.
We needed headbands. We
And
didn't have headbands.
we didn't have nothing.
Yeah, you needed like a turban.
Well, we tried Scotch tape, we tried super glue. There was nothing to put.
I remember for Easter when she was almost 2, or she had 1.5 or something. We have a picture of her with her cousin, and he had gobs of hair, Jim.
Yeah, that's
He
right.
had gobs of hair, and she had no hair. We had a bow taped to her snout.
And now she still has lots of hair, and the Jim is bald.
I know.
Yeah,
that's
right.
so true.
His hair's all down here.
It's so funny. Oh, how long did you stay in the hospital? Do you remember?
Oh, it was at least 4 days. I think
Really?
It was 4 days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they make you stay
and
4
what they
days.
do.
And that wasn't for
No,
complications.
but what they do is so cool. I don't know if they do it now, but at the last day, the last night you're there, you get the couple they take care of the baby for you, and the couple get a dinner, and you get to choose your dinner, and they bring it in, whatever,
Lobster,
and
whatever
with candlelight, and they bring it on a tray.
And
It's
the
like
nursery takes the baby.
yeah, and it's like a hotel. They bring it, they roll the cart in with your whatever choice you had on the menu, and you're in this nice candlelit room at the hospital, and you're having your dinner. And I think that what they thought was, they figured, well, it's the last time you'll leave
Last time you won't
Last
be
supper.
disturbed.
for 20 years.
That's so funny. Do you
Yeah.
think some of that special stuff was like a small town hospital?
I don't know. I never thought about
Because
that.
Danville's not that big. It's a
Interesting
small-
fact. You were born in the hospital that was called that the name of the hospital is the same as all your children have been
Yeah,
born.
St. Elizabeth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's true.
And that hospital
Hadn't
is
thought
no
about that.
longer St. Elizabeth.
No, they
Oh.
merged with somebody else, but
Yep.
yeah. Anyhow.
And I was one of Dr. Hensel's last babies.
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
you and then Jim, and then
And that was it. He
it.
never
Your
did another
cousin.
delivery.
He was a family doctor too. I love family doctors
Yeah.
for.
He was great.
Yeah.
And she actually, when we took her in for her 6-week checkup, I think, or month, whatever, I forget, she had a hole in her heart. Heart murmur. And I remember there was an associate doctor there, and she specialized in neonatal and babies, so he called her in, and he was in practice with her, and she was from Denmark or somewhere.
Yeah, or somewhere.
And Sarah was
Europe.
screaming because they had weighed her and everything, and
She's
so
screaming crazy.
she wanted to listen to her heart. So she comes over to me, and I couldn't get Sarah to stop crying, and so she goes, "Put the child to the breast."
I was just stunned.
I'm looking at her.
I'm sitting there going, I love it. Put the child to the breast.
Now for my last 10 children, every time one of them's crying, and when they're little, he says, "Put the child to the breast." So thank you very much, lady from Denmark.